Good evening, Frank Halverson here along with Chris Lucky. You're listening to KVGC 1340 AM, 96.5 FM, heard around the world at kvgcradio.com. We're here at Argonaut High School for this playoff game, CIF Sac-Joaquin Section Division 5 game between your number 2 seeded Argonaut Mustangs versus the number 7 seed, the LeGrand Bulldogs. Argonaut comes into this game coached by Morgan Roots, having a bye in the first round. LeGrand comes in as the number 7 seed, beat Holt Academy in the first game 52-32 to make it here tonight. We're excited to be here, Chris, and I hope you're excited to be with us.
Yeah, Frank. I'm looking for a real up-tempo game by the Mustangs. They play a real aggressive defense, a full-court press from tip-off till the final buzzer. We'll see what LeGrand can do to handle that pressure.
Well, I think that's going to be a big part of this game. LeGrand comes in here out of the Southern League. They finished third in that league behind Mariposa and Oristimba. They did not have any common opponents during the year. In looking at their records, LeGrand comes in at 16-10. They finished 8-4 in league, as I said, 12th place. Mariposa finished that league undefeated at 12-0. And they are the number 1 seed in this bracket. And the Argonaut Mustangs are trying to get back to the section championship for the 3rd year in a row.
Well, actually, it'll be the 4th year in a row.
4th year.
Yeah, they were at Arco Arena 3 years ago when my oldest daughter, Keely, was a junior. Shout out to her. She's down at Cal Poly right now. Played at Arco Arena, and then the last 2 years they were in the section finals at UOP, winning the section finals 2 years ago against Colfax, and then last year coming back and losing in overtime. I know that very well, too, because my other daughter, JC Lucky, was a key member on both of those teams. I'm going to shout out to her down at UC Santa Barbara. I'm sure she's listening.
Oh, I guarantee you she is.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to correct myself a little bit. I said we stream this on YouTube. It is not live, folks. I was mistaken last night. I told you that we had permission from the CIF to go all the way through Golden 1. However, the caveat I was told today is we cannot do video live. So that video does not get posted until after the game is over. Then it will be pulled up where you can watch the video live on YouTube. But the radio broadcast is live, and that was a stipulation we had to agree to with CIF.
Excellent.
So I was given misinformation. I talked to Glenn Nix today. You know Glenn and Dorothy. I called him to make sure he knew that he could listen to the game at home. One of the greatest basketball fans, Argonaut, football, basketball, girls, boys, whatever. You know, Glenn's going to have his 100th birthday this year.
Happy birthday to Glenn early. Yeah.
And I talked to him tonight. I told him how to pull it up on his computer. We went over there right at the end of the football season. Keith Davis, Fred Fletcher, and Fred Oneto, and we went and took Glenn to lunch. And I told him that if either the boys or the girls made it to the section final, that I was coming to Placerville, I was picking him up, and I was driving him down, and he was going to be able to go to that game.
Taking him to Golden
Yeah.
One. Well, I hope Glenn's ready to go, because I'm looking forward to seeing this run by the girls as well, to see if they can get back to where they were last year.
All right, we're going to take a quick pause out here for the national anthem. We'll get this thing underway. All right, beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Chris, do you know that student?
Yeah, Frank, that's Jaden Vassey. She's a junior here at Argonaut High School. If you remember last year, she was the young lady who performed the national anthem with the violin.
Oh, that's the same girl.
Same girl, yes.
At the Amador Argonaut game, she did the national anthem on her violin.
Oh, that's a beautiful rendition.
Oh, boy, I'm going to tell you, that's talent.
So now we're getting the starting lineups for LeGrand. It's like number 2. That's Janet Castro. Number 3 is Delisi Garcia. Number 21 is Alexa Ultreras. And then they've got number 23, Samantha Gonzalez. And number 30 is Naomi Bond.
Well, for the Argonaut Mustangs tonight, this is the lineup we're familiar with. The junior guard, Sophie Davis, along with the freshman guard, Gabby Gaskin. Lauren Bierman is on the floor starting out. Also a sophomore. Chanel Carney is a senior. And the other starter, Juliette Bayanez, also a senior. You know, we've talked about how young this team is. Lost, as you were saying, lost 3 first-team All-Leaguers last year off of this squad. And for this team to be able to rebound and come back after losing that kind of talent and be here again in the playoffs competing for another section championship is really an outstanding statement, not only to the coaching staff, but to these young ladies who are out here competing every day.
Absolutely, and you're going to see a very balanced offensive attack by these girls. They don't have a real standout scorer, so it's going to be fun to watch. We're going to see a lot of balls going up and down the floor, just like last night with the boys.
Look for that pressure defense. Bayanez up to jump. Oh, stolen away by Carney. Pull-up jumper by Gaskin. No good off the back iron. Rebound by the Bullfrogs. Grabbed back by Carney, and they're going to call it traveling. It's going to be the Bullfrogs ball. Bulldogs, excuse me. All right, here comes a full court press by Argonaut. You'll see them employ that the whole game, and it's going to be key on how they handle that press. Wow. Oh, turnover right there off the bat. Went off of the number 21, Eltreras. That's their leading scorer, averaging over 17 points a game, the leader of this team. So here comes the Mustangs.
You know, Frank, Gabby Gaskin, just a freshman, led the Mustangs in scoring this year, averaging a little over 11 points a game. I liked seeing her take it to the hole that first trip.
Nice pass to Bierman. Bayanez on the offensive rebound, puts it up for the first basket of the game. Argonauts on the board. Here comes the trap. Ball's loose. Now trapped in the corner. Timeout by the Bulldogs, and they were just trapped there, and that was going to be a possession change right away. The coach recognized that and called that quick timeout. The LeGrand Bulldogs, they're coached by Dan and Graham. As we said earlier, they come out of the Southern League, finished third.
You know, they did need a quick timeout because, I mean, you could scout that press all day long until you actually feel it on the court. You don't really know what you're up against. So that was a very good timeout by Coach. We'll see if he makes any adjustments.
You know, the one thing against that press, as you well know, the ball needs to move in a hurry. You can't pick up your dribble in a corner. Obviously, that's death against the press. They're trying to push it forward, but just turn it right over. Bierman steals it. Sophie Davis underneath the Carney. Nice bucket, easy 2, 4-0 Argonaut.
Really a nice pass by Sophie.
Knocked out of bounds by Bierman. Lauren Bierman, a sophomore. We talked about the youth of this team. They've got a bright future in front of them the next 3-4 years for sure. Pass to the middle. Looks like, almost a shuffle of the feet. Looked like a travel. It sure did. Another steal by Davis right there. Mustangs are on the loose. Tried to pass that underneath the Bierman. The ball's tied up. I think it's going to be Argonaut ball. No. Oh, I thought the Bulldogs got the jump there. I thought the possession arrow would be in favor of the Mustangs, but guess not.
Looks like the other freshman gets her first action. And
just saw they come in. Number 14, Emily Newton.
Yeah.
Another steal there by Carney. Driving down the middle of the lane, puts it up with the left hand. No good. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Now it looks like they got out of a little bit of pressure and almost lost the ball, knocked out of bounds. Bulldogs are going to retain possession. Remember, in girls basketball, there is no 10-second violation for half court. They just have the shot clock, so they can take as much time as they need to get it across, as long as they get it across in a shot up prior to the shot clock. Here comes their leading scorer, Altreras. She's going to get called for the offensive foul. I believe that was Bayanez that got position there and created that.
Yeah, Juliet set herself up well. She had no way she was going to defend that girl coming to the lane, and Altreras just decided to go for it, and Bayanez was set. Nice play, Juliet.
All right, here comes Carney pushing the ball up for it. Gives it to Newton off in the right wing. Up and good. Nice little short-range jumper from the wing there by Newton. Ball knocked out of bounds by Bierman. Bulldogs are going to retain possession.
Well, it doesn't look like this coach has solved this press yet, so.
That corner is right where they want him to throw it. Oh, there's another steal by Carney. Passes it inside. Knocked out of bounds.
That's Sister Charisse Carney, a sophomore that just checked in.
I didn't even see her checking the game. So Newton going to inbound the ball for the Mustangs. Over to Newton, another shot, in and out. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Here comes Garcia. Lazy pass in the middle, easy, didn't get stolen there, get across the half court. Open underneath, that was number 23, I believe.
Gonzalez,
that was Gonzalez for the first points of the game for the Bulldogs. Loose ball, Carney picks it up. Mustangs retain possession, over to Newton on the wing. Inside to Carney, back to Newton on the drive. Nice shot right off the glass there by Newton.
Boy, she's shown me she's got some pretty good touch around the rim. That's 3 shots and almost one barely missed. So that's 4 points for Newton.
Kicked ball, that's going to be recovered by Bayanez, I believe.
Yeah, that was Juliet.
Now to Carney. Turnover, Argonaut.
I think Lauren Bierman was expecting Chanel to post up there, but that's not the Mustangs game, so it's kind of a blind pass by Lauren.
Garcia throws it forward to Altreras, goes to the basket. Nice little drive there for 2. Carney kicks it over to the sister, to Carney, back to Newton. Back to Carney, open underneath Bierman, got position. Oh, she got the bucket and the foul.
Oh. Nice power move by Lauren Bierman. You know, Frank, I really like how the Mustangs are moving the ball and finding the open player. It's leading to some open shots. So.
Well, here we got some wholesale changes back into the game for the Mustangs. Gabby Gaskin, Mariah Hernandez makes her first appearance in the game tonight, along with number 32, Aaron Thompson. So Bierman to the line, trying to complete the 3-point play. Soft touch off the front rim, drops through. Number 24 is going to check into the game. That is Regina Schneider replacing Bierman.
Regina's another junior, so.
Altreras coming up the court hard. She tries to get it over to an open man on the right corner, knocked out of bounds by Mariah Carey. I got to tell you, Hernandez, she plays with a lot of energy, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. Always has. Yeah, she'll give you her all.
Altreras gets the ball inbounds, whistle on the play, going to call a travel, no basket. Mustangs will take possession. 11-4 Argonaut so far here, 4:32 left to go in the first quarter. Gaskin with the ball on the wing, kicks it up top to Hernandez. Over to Davis, off her fingertips, goes out of bounds for the turnover.
You know, I'm just noticing the Mustang offense, they're really playing an offense with 4 players. They're keeping their 5 back at half court, kind of as a safety. So their movement is just with 4 players offensively.
Timeout on the floor. Look at the clock. 4:22 left to go in the first quarter. Mustangs 11, Bulldogs 4. You're listening to KVGC 1340, 96.5 FM. Heard around the world at kvgcradio.com. Glad you're here with us. Frank Halverson along with Chris Lucky here for the second round action in Division 5 CIF Sac-Joaquin section playoffs.
Well, the Argonaut Mustangs have longtime coaches, Mike Roots and Mike Cabry there helping out Mike's daughter, Morgan Roots, who was a standout basketball star here. I think she might have graduated in, I don't know, 2014 or 13.
Did she play with the Goody twins?
She was younger than them. She was a couple years younger than them, but she was coming up as they were going out. But they did play on the same team, yes. A team that went to Arco Arena themselves.
Yes, they did. Alyssa Cabry, I believe, was on that team,
Carissa,
if I remember right. Out of bounds. We're going to stay right here for the Bulldogs. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Looking for Alturas. She takes it, drive. She pull up short jumper. She got it. 17.4 points a game for Alturas. They're obvious. They're the leading scorer by a long way. Nice little pass inside to Davis. Short. Rebound by the Bulldogs. Knocked out of bounds by Hernandez. Bulldogs are going to retain possession.
Yeah, you can tell that Alturas does know how to put the ball in the basket. She actually got some space on that last jump shot. Used her offhand to kind of get a little bit of space and make her basket. So.
Pressure, travel on the call, turnover by the Bulldogs.
Nice aggressive play by Mariah Hernandez there to cause that turnover.
All right, Hernandez to inbound the ball for the Mustangs. Gets it inside to Thompson. Whistle on the play, jump ball. Mustangs are going to retain possession. Hernandez to inbound the ball to Thompson coming in left. No good on the basket. Rebound by the Bulldogs.
You know, you got to finish that shot. I know there might have been a little contact there, but you got to finish that shot.
Nice help defense there to cut off Contreras. Skip pass across there, nobody home. Picked up by number 2. That's Castro. Just pressure defense. Hernandez on the steal. Another turnover. Oh, she's wide open underneath. Hernandez didn't see her. She drives the hole off the glass for the 2.
Wow, very nice drive to the rim.
Look at the energy she plays with. Man, her feet are moving all the time, aren't they? Hernandez with another steal there. Bulldogs able to get it back, and now Gabby Gaskin takes it. She's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Little helter-skelter right here, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what? And this is going to wear on the LeGrand Bulldogs. I mean, just feeling this pressure for 32 minutes, it's going to wear on them.
And they're not a deep team. They do not have a lot of players on this team. They only have 4 players suited up, I believe, on the bench.
Yeah, and if I'm correct, in their playoff game on Tuesday, only 5 players actually scored points. So
Gaskin gets the first one to go. Second free throw on the way, gets the roll in, got them both. 15-6 Mustangs. Oh, a turnover.
Regina Schneider had her hand up and batted that ball back, and instead of the LeGrand inbounder jumping out of the way, she decided to catch the ball. So it's out off her.
Number 24 checking in, Barnett, for the Bulldogs.
She's just a freshman. Averages 9 points a game, 8.5 points a game.
Listed as 5'10". She looks all of that, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah, she
Gaskin's going to put up the 3-pointer. Fouled. She'll go to the line shooting 3. Boy, that's a coach's nightmare, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yep. You don't want to give free throws on somebody shooting a 3. So.
All right, so Gaskin the line shooting 3. 2:58 left to go here in the first quarter. 15-6 Argonaut. Foul was on number 21. That's Altreras, her second. Gaskin hits nothing but the bottom of the net on that one. 2 more to go. Second one goes.
They must have called her on the line.
Oh, she must have been on the line. I thought it was a 3. Altrera is going to take it herself. Passes underneath, wide open. Missed the layup. Thompson with the rebound. Kicks it forward to Gaskin. She dribble drives over the lane. Nice little touch there with a floater on the baseline. Garcia with the ball, passes it over to Bond. Now back to Altreras. Altreras tried to do it herself, bounces off her shin. Gaskin's on the move again. Going to take it to the hole. Nice pass underneath for the easy layup. That was number 24. That was Regina Schneider.
Very unselfish play by Gabby Gaskin. Waited till the last minute to make that pass. Right on the money.
Knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs. Bulldogs are going to retain possession. 22 seconds on the shot clock. 21-6. 2:13 left to go in the first quarter. Mustangs in control early in this one. That's going to be a foul on Schneider, I believe. That'll be her first.
You know, you're going to notice when the Mustangs do get fouls, they're out of position before the ball even came in. Regina was a step behind her. If she would have been there before the ball came in, I don't think she commits that foul.
Pass it underneath the Barnett. Hernandez goes in there and just grabs the ball. That'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow is this side to the Bulldogs. Active hands by Hernandez.
Boy, she's playing aggressive and playing very well so far.
Long pass into Garcia. Hernandez on the defense. Boy, just giving her fits. Shakes loose a little bit going around the right side. Gets underneath, deep under the basket. Up the three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Thompson.
Oh,
Here come 5 changes for the Mustangs.
You'll see the Lady Mustangs do that quite often, where they'll do just a wholesale change, 5 in, 5 out.
So Bierman, Carney, Newton, and
Bionis. Juliet Bionis.
Juliet.
Yeah. Just a poor pass by Newton. Gonna be Bulldog ball.
1:44 to go here in the first quarter. Gives it back to Bond. Bond hustles it up across the lane, gives it forward to Barnett. Barnett off the glass for the bucket. Using her height there, got it deep in the post. Carney back to Bayanez Newton. Over to Carney. Oh, Bierman was open running the baseline down there. Didn't see her. Oh, and Carney throws it away.
Boy, there just was no passing lane there.
Well, standing still a little bit.
Yeah, either there had to be a cut or Chanel had to step
Bierman
out.
cut across the baseline there, and they missed her on the opening, and then everybody kind of got a little stagnant.
Yeah.
All right, here comes the Bulldogs. That's Garcia. Back to Eltreris. Oh, boy, I don't know about that, but it's going to be called off Bierman. Bulldogs are going to retain possession.
You know, one thing about Ultreris, she looks to go to score every time she touches the ball. I mean, you know she's looking to that rim.
Inbounds to Garcia, back to Eltreris. She's going to pull up. Good shot. Nice little touch there from the elbow. Carney to Newton, the top of the key. You're right, they're keeping that 5th player back, not even including the offense.
Yep.
Carney kicks it back to the sister. Bierman's trying to post up underneath. Newton didn't see him.
You know, that's a new twist, keeping that 5th person back. I haven't seen that in the past years watching the girls basketball team.
Another turnover by the Mustangs. Gonzalez gets it into Barnett. Barnett up no good, rebounded by Bond. Bond kicks it out to Eltreris. She's driving underneath the basket, got too deep. Rebound, ball loose on the floor. Newton down there. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't call a jump ball there. No, they're going to call a foul. I'm not sure what they called.
Must have been 3 seconds would be my thing.
All right, here comes the Mustangs. Carney over to Newton. Newton will cast up a long one off the front of the iron. Rebound by Bond.
May have been slightly out of her range.
Bierman goes on the ground, picks it up, knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. The Mustangs are going to retain possession. That's the end of the first quarter. Look at the scoreboard. Argonaut Mustangs 21. The LeGrand Bulldogs 10. Well, there was a lot of activity there. They got a little sloppy at the end of that first quarter, turning the ball over a little bit. But, you know, I know it's easy to when you're substituting 5 at a time, it gives a lot of energy, it gives a lot of fresh legs, but it's hard to keep that continuity when you're changing 5 players at a time.
I was just going to say that those 5 that came in the last 2.5 minutes, they didn't seem to be in the flow of the ball game. maybe they'll get their rhythm coming out here to start the second quarter, or who knows, maybe they'll go back to those 5 that did get them the lead.
As you commented on, it's interesting to see him keeping that 5th player. Basically, she's just standing back at the half-court line. And I'm not really sure what they see. They must have saw something on film that they like to get a rebound and go.
Yeah.
And so they want to keep that safety valve back. But to be running an offense with 4 against 5.
Well, I will tell you that that person that is back is also the person that's back in their press. So they really obviously want to stop them defensively from getting any easy baskets.
All right, Sophie Davis has it. Looking underneath, Mariah Hernandez was cutting under there. On the baseline, gives it to Davis, cutting through the middle, puts it up, blocked. Out of bounds there, must have stepped on the line. Argonaut's going to get the ball back. So Hernandez is going to inbound for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they did. It looks like they did sub back in with that 5 that did the big run in the first quarter.
With the exception of Hernandez, she stays in the game. I think awarding that hard play. Shot up, fight for the ball. Attempt was number 32, Thompson, couldn't get it to go. Now they're back into that press. Hernandez, that was a travel, but not called. Gabby Gaskin picks it up. She'll take one from the free throw line, about a 15-footer, no good off the back iron. Bulldogs rebound. Beltreras with the ball, kicks it back, cross court. All the way to Bond, and that's going to be a foul. I think it's going to be on Gaskin.
Yeah, that was a pass that she knew she should have got to and committed to getting there and just got there a step late.
Second team foul by the Mustangs here in this first half of action. Boy, almost a wild pass there, but the Bulldogs were able to track it down. That's Garcia on the dribble drive, turn it over. Sophie Davis, nice pass to Hernandez, up the glass for 2.
Very nice pass by Sophie Davis.
She held on to it long enough as she got deep into the lane, waited for that defender to commit, bounce pass there, nice basket by Hernandez.
Yeah, she's had 2 or 3 really good passes tonight.
Barnett tracks it down over to Alturas. Dribble drive with the left hand, spins around, kicks it back outside.
That looked like a travel.
It sure did. Barnett, no good. Ball's loose. Bulldogs are going to pick it up. Kick back to number 23. That's Gonzalez. Now back to Garcia. Garcia kicks it out to Gonzalez. Dribble drive on the baseline.
You know, what's really impressive about this Mustang defense is they recover. They go for steals and recover, much like the boys team did last night.
Hernandez puts it up from the baseline. No good. Fight for the rebound. Jump ball. That was Regina Schneider fighting for that ball, and here we come. Another set of 5 comes in for the Mustangs.
This is the group of 5 we want to get going.
Newton, Bierman, Carney, and Bayanez for the Mustangs.
Again, that was a loose ball right there that I think the Mustangs should have been a little more aggressive to get after. Bulldogs are able to retain and get the ball up the floor.
Well, that loose ball that gets up there and gets them in their offense. Nice little inbound pass to Barnett, and just her height, she put up about a 4-footer there. Knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Mustangs going to retain possession. Newton taking it in for the Mustangs. 5:38 to go here in the half. 23-12 Mustangs.
Well, they're letting them play tonight, Frank, that's for sure.
Well, there are only 16 fouls
yeah, they're letting
combined.
Them play.
Oh, that ball was up for the killing. Bierman takes it off the tip into Newton. Oh, throws
nice
one up
shot.
with the right hand. That was not an easy shot. She got it to go.
Oh, that was a nice shot from the baseline.
25-12 now. 13-point lead by the Mustangs. That's a backcourt. So another turnover by the Bulldogs. 5:05 to go here in this first half. Bynum has to inbound the ball for the Mustangs.
See if the Mustangs can get a little bit more movement offensively. They have been standing around a little bit.
Newton at the top of the key. Over to Carney on the right wing. Back up top to Sister. Back over to Newton. Look underneath the Bierman on the cut. Travel.
I did like the movement much better on that set.
I didn't
Bierman
see
had
the travel call, though,
yeah,
did you?
I couldn't tell. I was kind of blocked out. I think she had to move to the baseline. She wanted to go to the middle, and it just wasn't there.
That ball was knocked away from Bierman. Newton's going to pull it in to Carney on the left side, the left hand.
Look.
No good off the rebound. Bierman grabs the rebound, and she's fouled. She's going to go to the line shooting 2. Foul's going to be on Garcia. Fifth foul for the Bulldogs here.
Yeah.
Bierman goes to the line shooting 2.
She's a decent foul shooter. She made 1 of 2 earlier.
Little bit soft off the front iron, no good. So Bierman to try the second. On its way, no good off the back iron. Rebound by Newton. Offensive rebound, puts it up with a left hand. Nice job by Newton.
Boy, she's come to play in her first high school playoff game, hasn't she?
Boy, she just snuck around that left side, picked up that rebound, nice little soft touch off the glass. Wow, that was pretty good.
That was Ultreras.
Carney's going to take it right down Broadway, puts it up, no good. Rebound Bulldogs. You know, the Bulldogs are doing a pretty good job on the boards, not giving Argonaut a lot of second chances there, but that one's stolen away by Bierman. They're getting those chances more off of turnovers. Ooh. Newton tries to get it inside to Bierman. They're on the floor. Back to Newton. Puts it up with the right hand. Nice, easy touch. Gets it to drop over the edge of the rim.
Wow, I like seeing Lauren Bierman get down on the floor to recover that ball and get it back to the open Mustang.
Oh, 3-on-2 break. Barnett misses the layup. Knocked out of bounds. Bulldogs are going to retain possession. Here comes wholesale changes for the Mustangs. Into the game, Sophie Davis, Hernandez, Thompson.
Looks like Schneider and Gabby Gaskin.
Gabby, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they tried to get it inside, and it was knocked away by Davis. Rebound by Alturas, almost taken away by Gaskin. Alturas trying to back in. There's going to be a foul called. I think that's going to be on Gaskin. That'll be your no? No, they called it on Alturas. That's her third, I believe.
Yeah, you know, and Gaskin stole that ball from her. I did see a little push by Alturas.
Wow, that could be real problems for these Bulldogs. That's her third foul here with 3:28 left to go in the half.
I think that was a frustration foul, too. Just getting harassed by Gaskin.
Davis, a little pull-up, blocked. Bulldogs pick it up. They're coming the other way. Here comes Alturas. Oh, they're going to call a travel on that. Yeah, a little bit of frustration there by their best player. She probably needs a little break here. They're going to pull her out right now as number 5, Ramos. No, they did not take her out.
No, they're gonna live with her. I believe. So you would think she would slow down her aggressiveness, though.
Well,
with
3
we'll
see. Some players have the ability to play with 3 fouls and some don't. And
well, that didn't stop her there. She went for the block there and got it. So.
Obviously, Coach Graham feels, you know, they're going to lose without her, and their best chance is with her, so might as well keep her out there until she doesn't have anything left. Hernandez thought about it. Takes it to the rim, in and out. Tied up, jump ball. Mustangs, the possession arrow pointing the Mustangs' direction. So Gaskin going to take it in for Argonaut. Kicks it outside to Hernandez. Hernandez on the dribble, right back to Gaskin. Open 3, no good off the front iron. Tipped.
Oh, that was a good look off of the inbounds play.
Oh, almost stolen there by Davis. Ultreras passes it back again, almost stolen. Ultreras gets it back. Oh, I thought Hernandez had that one. Garcia back to Castro. That defense is just smothering. They're going to call a push on Davis. That'll be the third team foul on the Mustangs here in the half. 2:31 left to go.
You know, you watch the LeGrand's leading scorer, Ultras. When she gets the ball, she wants to create space with that offhand. I wouldn't be surprised if her fourth foul comes offensively.
Well, she's got one already, and they're really active around her, and that can really frustrate a player.
Absolutely, especially when you're used to scoring 20 points a game or close there too.
Oh, that's going to be a foul called on Hernandez. 15 foul. Neither team yet into the bonus with only 2:28 left to go in the half. Altreras got it. She goes to the right, a little floater, and got it to go. She's got a nice little touch if she can get that open shot. Gaskin with the ball. Trying to go baseline, shut down, kicks it back. Oh, nice little shot from the elbow there, number 24, Regina Schneider.
Yeah, it was. She had her feet square, zoned in, and just nailed that shot. That's a travel.
Ramos with the ball, kicks it over to Garcia. Garcia on the dribble drive, kicks it over to back to Ramos. No good off the front iron. Ramos gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Garcia. Garcia back to Altreras. That's going to be a travel. Just a little shuffle, and boy, another wholesale changes for the Mustangs. 1:51 to go here in the half.
Keeping the players on the floor fresh. So
Bierman, both Carney sisters, Newton and Thompson.
It's Bionis.
Bionis.
Yeah.
Oh, nice little pass there by Newton. They're going to call a travel on that. Yeah, she took one little extra. Boy, they had the right idea. Carney gave it to Newton, and then Carney cut right down the lane. Newton gave it right back to her, and just one extra step.
Yeah, I think that little contact kind of got her off step.
Altreras is going to go coast to coast. Oh, was that the offensive foul you were looking for? Nope. Going to call it on the block.
I think that was a good call by the official. Bionis was just hoping to get square, and she wasn't squared up with.
No, she wasn't.
That
That was a good call.
Yep.
So that's the sixth team foul. So next foul, both teams will be into the bonus. 1:39 left to go in the half. Altreras to the line, shooting two. First one goes right through the basket. Changes for the Bulldogs in number 30, Bond, along with number 23, Gonzalez. Altreras for the second one. High arcing ball, bounce and a bounce, the way it goes. Offensive rebound by the Bulldogs. Oh, there's an elbow there. I think she's going to get called for it. Yeah, it sure was. Carney had a lot of pressure up on her. She was trying to get some space and threw that elbow. Got caught. That was Bond. So Bond and Altreras both have 3 fouls here in the first half.
Oh, those are two of their scorers too. So
Carney to Newton. Carney with the ball, dribbles up, pull-up jumper, no good. Bierman fighting for the rebound, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be the Bulldogs' ball. 1:15 left to go here in the quarter. 31 for the Mustangs, 17 for LeGrand.
LeGrand's staying right in there. They're point for point just about in this quarter, aren't they, Frank?
Yeah, they were down by 11 the start of the first quarter, so Mustangs have picked up 3.
Yeah.
Carney to Carney on the inbound. Back to Carney underneath the Bierman. From the baseline, puts it up, little 5-footer, good. That just working that short corner there.
Short corner was wide open. Mustangs had good ball movement on that, and they're right into their press.
Bierman's going to get called for the block, and that's going to be a 1-and-1. So that's going to send, I believe, Altreras to the line, as LeGrand is now in the bonus. 55.6 seconds left to go in the half. High arcing free throw. Bottom of the net. She's got to be in double digits already, huh?
That was her 12th point of the evening, so she's got 12 of the 18 points here.
Second one on the way. That's going to be a little long. Rebound by Bierman, kicked out to Carney. Carney pushes it forward to Newton, overthrows the target. Turnover You give the ball back to the Bulldogs. 49.9 seconds left to go in the half.
You know, I'll tell you, Chanel has been on this stage for the last 2 years, being a varsity player since her sophomore year. I think she'll calm down a little bit in halftime, start making some of those shots, and those passes you're going to find out won't be overthrown because the adrenaline will be down a little bit.
Loose ball, Newton trying to dribble through traffic. She gets fouled. That'll put the Mustangs into the bonus, so Newton will go to the line 1-1. I believe the foul was on number 10. That's Avalos.
Yeah, you know, right now.
Oh, no, they called it on Bond.
That's
what it shows on the scoreboard. That's her 4th.
Oh, wow. You know, back to Emily Newton, the freshman. She's the Mustangs' leading scorer tonight with 10 points.
Wow.
Here in the first half, she averaged 6 points on the season, 6 points a game.
So Newton to the line shooting 1-1. First one up. Boy, made that one look easy.
Wow, that's a nice touch, yeah.
34-18. The Mustangs up by 16 here with 40 seconds left to go in the first half. You're listening to CIF Sac-Joaquin Section Division 5 playoff action. Second one in and out. Ball's loose on the ground. Barnett couldn't corral it. Then I think Carney's going to be called for the foul. I believe it was number 21, Charisse Carney.
You know what, Frank? Lauren Bierman went to the floor on that. I'm not sure she needed to go to her knees to get that rebound. It bounced at her feet and kind of maybe lost her balance a little bit and went to the floor. Then that ball rattled around a little bit, causing Charisse to commit the foul.
I'm trying to think of the kid that played with my son. He liked to play basketball on the ground. I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah, well, that's some of those kids I coach, so I'll think about that too.
God, I could picture him, but I can't think of his name. He liked to play basketball on the ground. 13 seconds left. Stolen by Newton. Layup with the right hand. A little right-handed scoop off the backboard. Wow, she's having a half, isn't she?
That's 13 points for the freshman.
Oh, nice hands there. Boy, she knocked that out of bounds, and she did not touch anything other than that ball. Bierman's going to come out checking in for the Mustangs, number 24. That's Regina Schneider. 0.4 seconds left on the clock. Pass ahead to Barnett, and that'll do it. All right, look at the scoreboard. The end of the first half. Argonaut Mustangs 36. The LeGrand Bulldogs 18. 18-point advantage here in the first half. So, you know, they kind of hung in there, Chris, as the quarter went on. Then all of a sudden the Mustangs had a little spurt there and stretched that lead out.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't seem like it should be this big of a margin. The Mustangs aren't shooting the ball very well. If they start making their layups, the majority of their layups, I think this game could get out of control. LeGrand's still having difficulty getting set offensively. Too many turnovers on their side. I think if you would talk to their coach, they've got to find a way to get the ball up the floor in order to get back into this ball game.
That's a problem, though.
That is going to be a problem.
From what I've seen in the first half, they don't have many ball handlers, if you will.
Yes.
So, you know, all of a sudden, when you get the ball to a player that's not comfortable putting the ball on the ground, all of a sudden it's like all they want to do is get rid of it.
Yes.
And that creates turnovers.
Yeah, and the Mustangs, like I said earlier, are very good at attacking and taking gambles because they know the rotation behind them is going to be there. So I don't think the pressure is going to lessen at all for the Bulldogs against the Bulldogs. The Mustangs are going to keep at it.
Oh, all year long, that's what I've seen them do. They keep the pressure up from tip-off to the final buzzer, and there's no reason to think that's going to change tonight.
Yeah.
So why don't you run down some stats for us here?
Well, first off, for the Mustangs, their leading scorer in the first half was freshman Emily Newton. She put 13 points on the board for the Mustangs, and she was followed by Gabby Gaskin, who had 6. And Lauren Bierman had 5 points for the Mustangs. Mustangs didn't rebound very well. Their highest rebounder was only 2 rebounds by Bierman Sharice Carney, Regina Schneider, and Aaron Thompson. They spread the rebounds out, but really there wasn't many opportunities to get rebounds because there wasn't many shots taken by the Bulldogs on the offensive end.
Yeah, most of their possessions ended up in turnovers rather than they did shots.
Absolutely. And for the Bulldogs, Alexa Ultreras has 12 of their 18 points. She seems to be the only offensive threat out there.
Well, we kind of knew that going on. The next closest scorer that they had on the team, I believe, averaged 8.5 points a game, and that was Bond. But Ultreras really is, I mean, as she goes, this team goes, that's pretty apparent. And with her with 3 fouls and Bond with 4, that's going to create a little bit of a challenge for him in the second half. Let's run down the Division 5 brackets right now. Let's see what happened in the first round games. Rio Vista, the number 8 seed, beat the number 9 seed Hughes Academy. They're playing the number 1 seed Mariposa tonight. The number 11 seed Millennium beat the number 6 seed Leroy Green. They're facing the number 3 seed Woodland Christian tonight. LeGrand is here after defeating Holt 52-32 to face the number 2 seed LeGrand, and then number 5 Golden Sierra and Western Sierra match up in a 4 and 5 seed matchup. So looking forward a little bit, the girls will play at home next Tuesday night if they're able to keep this win, and they will play the winner of the number 3 seed Woodland Christian against number 11 Millennial. The bracket is a little bit short on the girls' side. They have 1 fewer games in order to get to the Golden One Center. And so next Tuesday night will actually be a semi-game, if you will.
And also a ticket to the California State playoffs. That gets you to the NorCal.
Right, the first and the second place teams in the section go to the NorCal.
Well, correct? I think the top 4 do. You get to the semis, they send 4. At least they have in the past.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so let's go over to the boys bracket. First, we'll start with Division 4. Liberty Ranch, the number 1 seed, defeated Venture Academy, so they move on. They'll be playing tomorrow night against the number 8 seed who soundly defeated Calaveras the other night. So it'll be Liberty Ranch and Bear River. Mountain House defeated Mesa Verde. Ripon defeated Amador, so it'll be Mountain House against Ripon. West Campus over Highlands, the 3 against the 14. Marysville, the number 6 seed, against the 11 seed El Dorado. So West Campus and Marysville will square off. Then Foothill, the number 10 seed, upset Union Mine, the number 7 seed. Sonora won pretty easily against the 15 seed Riverbank. Sonora, the number 2 seed, coming out of the Mother Lode League, so they'll face Foothill on Friday night. Now on the Division 5 side of the bracket, Brookside Christian, the number 1 seed, they had a bye. So they faced the winner of Woodland Christian and Rio Vista. That was the number 8 seed Woodland. Mariposa, the 5 seed, beat Hughes Academy. Ripon Christian beat Gustine. So it'll be Mariposa, the number 5, against the number 4 Ripon. Sacramento Adventist, the number 3 seed, easily defeated Leroy Green. They'll match up against the 11 seed Denair. That was really considered an upset, knocking Bradshaw Christian out of the bracket. They're on the same side of the bracket as the Mustangs. And, you know, the Mustangs, I know Coach Gilliam was talking when they played them 2 Saturdays ago that could be a matchup that they'd see in the playoffs. Well, that's not going to happen as Bradshaw Christian goes 1 and out. Forest Hill defeated the 10 seed Western Sierra as Argonaut defeated Holt. So that's our matchup tomorrow night. Forest Hill against Argonaut, the number 2 seed, against the number 7 seed. So that's how the playoffs look right now as we go in through tonight. Right now they're having a little shooting contest out on the floor between some students. Did they start with a half-court shot, Chris?
They did, and I haven't seen a ball go in yet. So, I mean, I don't think they've been able to give out that $10,000.
And a new car, right?
Yeah.
So they're shooting from the 3-point. Oh, that one was halfway down. That one almost went down. So no baskets made. Oh, now they got some little kids. They're going to, I think that's Sober out there, isn't it? Directing.
No, that's Ryan Spear out there.
Oh, Ryan Spear.
Yeah.
All right, now we get the little guy. He's going to show these boys. Off the back glass.
There's your $10,000 winner.
All right, now we got to give the girl a shot. Little girl up.
Get in there.
Oh,
nice
off the
shot.
front of the iron. One more time. There she got. Just a bit outside.
Oh, boy. Hey,
All right, well, here we go. We got 3 minutes left here to go in the half.
Well,
36-18, the Mustangs so far.
You know, Frank, this girls program, we talked a little bit about it last night. To make 3 section finals in a row and now going for their 4th and really being a favorite to get to that section final game where you know anything can happen. It's a testament to the continuity of the coaching staff and the commitment that the girls make starting in the summer out here in open gyms and working hard. So, you know, Mike Roots instituted this full court press midway through the year last year that turned that team around, and they seem to carry that into this year's team. So it's going to be an exciting run for them again this year.
Well, you know, and as we've talked about, this isn't going to end with this young team. I mean, you look at this team and going on over the next 3-4 years, boy, the future looks bright.
Yeah, it sure does.
With all these freshmen and sophomores that they have or that are really contributing on the floor right now in their first action. Now, it'll be interesting, you know, as you well know, when you get to a section final, whether it be at Arco, whether it be at UOP, whether it be in Golden One, the space behind the basket, your depth perception, and you know, it's always says we'll see who can play when you can smell the popcorn.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
And when you get in that big environment and your backdrop is a lot further away, and maybe there's seats back there, maybe there's fans back there, and the court is much bigger, especially from the Argonaut court.
Yes.
Because this Argonaut court is not a regulation high school court. Is that correct?
It's slightly
short?
smaller. Yeah, slightly not quite as wide, and it definitely is not as long as what you're going to see when you get to even Tokay back in the days.
Right.
But, yeah, Golden One is going to be a larger floor, which is more space to cover with that full court press.
So that's a nice thing in these games, the game against the Amador as well as this game. You see the Mustangs making these wholesale changes, and we've talked about it before, and it's one thing running lines or whatever in practice, but when you're out there in a game situation, that adrenaline and that type of workout is different. The conditioning that these girls are able to see that prepares them in order, enables them to keep fresh legs in, to stay with that full court press without getting tired, really speaks to the depth of this team, doesn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and just to carry on that tradition, we've had a lot of great basketball players come through here, both on the boys and the girls side in the past 10 years.
Yeah, no question about it. No question about it. It was a nice little tribute they did at the Amador Argonaut game. Kathy Giannini was here.
Yeah.
And
wow.
it was senior night, and they recognized the consistency in the coaching staff, and they had a little presentation to Kathy and talked
Very
about
nice.
Mark. I remember when they won that section championship 2 years ago down at UOP.
Yeah, that meant a lot to him, and it meant a lot to the girls to win it for him.
All right, here we go, start of the second half. Bulldogs with the first possession, knocked out of bounds by number 32. That's Thompson. Bulldogs are going to retain possession. Cross-court pass to Garcia. Hernandez almost got her hand on it. Pass to Ultras, tried to get it inside to Barnett. Turnover. Here comes Hernandez. She's going to take it all the way to the rack.
Wow.
Fouled.
It's the second time she's done that tonight. Nice job, Mariah.
You know, she was so comfortable coming down the court, shifting between her left hand and her right hand, and I don't think she had any vision other than finishing at the basket.
Yeah, you know, she found a gap and she went right to the rim.
All right, so Hernandez to the line shooting 2. A little bit hard off the back iron. Hernandez, one of the few seniors on this team.
Yeah, she's right at her season average, averaging 4.2 points a game. She has 4 points tonight.
She just can't keep those feet still, can she?
No, she can't.
They're constantly moving. Oh, in and out on that one. Offensive rebound, nice job there.
Schneider.
That was
Regina
Schneider. She's going to go to the line for the and one. So Schneider gets the rebound off of the miss on the free throw. Free throw short off the front iron. Alturas with the rebound. Here she comes. I don't think she's got any idea of passing the ball. Pulls up. She just really got a nice little touch, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. And a little bit bigger than the defenders in that transition.
Davis to Hernandez, over to Gaskin. Gaskin's going to put it up. Looked like she got hit on that. Rebound by Schneider. Oh, travel.
You know, she tried to go up and under the rim. I think she should have just gone straight up from that left side. Probably would have drawn a foul.
Full court pressure by the Mustangs. Barnett is open on the left wing. It was a travel, not called. Thompson with the rebound. Here comes Davis over to Gaskin. Gaskin on the right wing looking for Schneider, cutting. Little traffic, takes a dribble off the glass, no good. Rebound by Barnett. Here comes Garcia for the Bulldogs. Gets it up to Eltreras. Kicked around, you know, she's turned the ball over a little bit. Here comes Gabby Gaskin. Fouled. There's your fourth foul on Eltreras. You've almost got to give up that layup there, with 3 fouls.
Yeah,
so now Eltreras as well as Bond, their 2 leading scorers, both have 4 fouls here. We are very early in the third quarter with 6:36 left to go. And right now is the opportunity for the Mustangs to really separate themselves. Gaskin, the first one, just short off the front of the iron. 38-20. Mustangs lead by 18. Eltreras is going to have to finally come out with 4 fouls. Ramos is going to be in to replace her.
It's going to be interesting to see who on the LeGrand team can pick up that scoring.
Or who can get it across half court.
True.
Second one by Gaskin is good. 39-20. Mustangs stretch their lead out to 19. Now that pressure is going to be really hard to do. Poked out of bounds, and it's Argonaut ball.
Yeah, I think Garcia should have just let that go out of bounds after it was poked out of her hand, but she went to try to recover it, and it bounced off the tips of her finger.
Hernandez throws it into Davis. Back to Hernandez. She's going to let a triple go. No good. I think that's going to stay right. Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it that way. Now the official's going to turn it over. I thought it was going to stay here. Mustangs are going to retain possession. So Hernandez to inbound the ball. Kicks it out to Davis. High in the air, off the rim, rebound to the Bulldogs. Pass up forward to Garcia. Garcia's got it, gets it across, almost across the half-court line. Now she's got it, dribbles right into Schneider, and she picks it up. Yeah. That's going to be a foul called, I believe. Number 5, that's Ramos.
Yeah, just the pressure was too much there for Garcia.
4th team foul already here in the third quarter. Schneider out to Hernandez. She puts one up. No good. Rebound Barnett.
You know, I haven't watched enough games this year to know how well we do behind the arc, but I don't think we've made a three-point shot yet tonight.
We have not.
And we seem to want to shoot it. So.
Davis dribble drive down the middle over to Gaskin on the right side, off the glass for the basket. Nice job by Gaskin.
Another assist by Sophie Davis.
Hernandez is going to get called for the foul. That's going to be the first team foul against the Mustangs. Wholesale changes again. In comes, let's see, Newton, Bierman, Carney, and Thompson, I believe, for the Mustangs.
Juliet Bionis.
Oh, Bionis is in, okay. Well, that ball hit off the backboard on the inbound pass. Must have been tipped by Bierman, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, off the inbounds, tipped, hit behind the backboard.
Bond's trapped in the corner there.
This is.
Gets it out. Stolen by Carney over to Bierman.
Just a soft
Newton's
pass.
got the ball. Oh, tries to get it inside, turnover. Just should have dribbled out of that, set it up. Now there's trapped again in the corner, and boy, they're really in trouble right now. Stolen by Bierman over to Newton on the right side for the layup. Ooh. No good. Misses it. Carney with a rebound. She's fouled.
You know, I think that might be the first gimme shot that Newton's missed all night.
Chanel Carney going to the line for the Mustangs. She'll be shooting 2, getting ready to check in Naomi Bond. Now, both Bond and Altreras are both coming in. They both have 4 fouls. Carney gets the first one to go. So Bond and Altreras back in the lineup, both with 4 fouls with 5:09 left to go here in the third quarter. They're going to have to be careful.
Yeah, I think that's something that Coach needed to do. I mean, you can't let this game get any further away than what it already is.
Second one on the way. That's going to be short. All right, Bond going to inbound the ball now, and because Bond's going to get it to Altreras, and that seems to be about the only way they can get it across the court. They try to force it there. Easy pickings by Carney, picked up by the sister. Count the bucket. Charisse on the miss. I don't know what the horn was about. Inadvertent whistle, as they say in the NFL, right?
Maybe a home court advantage to allow our press to set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 22-point lead for the Mustangs, 4:58 here to go in the third quarter. Officials having a little conversation. You know, it's always been interesting to me, Chris, and maybe you could explain this. Why do the girls only have 30 seconds on the shot clock and the boys 35? Is that because there's no 10-second violation in the half court?
Yep, that's exactly why it is. There's no 10-second violation there, so they shorten the shot clock.
All right, here comes Altreras. Passes forward to Gonzalez, tipped out of bounds, going to be Mustang ball. They can just continue to turn the ball over.
Yep.
Here comes Carney. Coach Roots telling him to push it, push it, push it. Newton at the top of the key, kicks it over to Carney on the right wing. Dribble drive, kicks it out, baseline, Bierman, no good. Rebound, Bulldogs, here comes Altreras. She isn't going to slow down, that's a carry, but no call. Here comes Carney coming down the left side. Newton underneath, Bierman on the right. Passes it to Newton. Newton throws it up around the rim and in.
Nice soft touch.
She kind of got cut off there, didn't allow her to get it off the glass. Just spun around to her left and laid it up with the right hand. All right, here come more changes for the Mustangs. Let's see. Gaskin, Davis, Hernandez, Thompson.
Looks like Madison Machedo's getting her first action of the night.
Maddie Machedo. Ball's inbounded to Bond. Double teamed on the trap. Gets it to Garcia. She'll launch a long one, no good. Rebound by Hernandez. Gaskin on the right wing, kicks it forward to her. Machedo was open underneath the basket. Altreras gets the rebound, kicks it forward to Garcia. That's over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez driving baseline, puts up the left hand, no good. Rebound by Hernandez, or excuse me, that's Davis.
Yep.
Davis to Gaskin on the baseline on the right. Count the basket.
She is not afraid to shoot. Missed a couple three-pointers in a row, but really putting that ball up. Mustangs leading scorer this year, so.
Gaskin steals that one, tries to get it inside to Davis. Ball tipped out of bounds. Mustangs are going to retain possession. Checking in number 2, that's Castro for the Bulldogs, along with number 10, Avalos. Barnett and Garcia are going to come out. Hernandez to inbound, over to Davis. Back to Hernandez. I thought she was going to let that one go, called a traveling.
Did a little stutter step before she put the ball on the floor.
I thought she was going to cast away there.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Kind of defense closed out a little bit and thought better of it. Kicked forward to Gonzalez, knocked away by Gaskin.
That's that recovery, that rotation out of the press. When the ball gets ahead of you, you got to go full speed to get back on defense, and Gabby did just that.
Altreras with the ball. Stolen from Hernandez. Hernandez on the breakaway. Altreras doesn't want her fifth. Oh, and she got it. You know, you just have to be a little more aware of the situation if you're Altreras there, knowing you have 4 fouls.
Yep.
You're the last hope that this team has to keep this game going, and with 3:04 left, you got to give her that layup.
Yeah, you're scoring what you've got 14 of the Bulldog 20 points, and now you're sitting for the last 11 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah. So Hernandez to the line, shooting 2. First one's up a little long and left.
The good thing for Alexa Altraris is she's just a sophomore. She'll be back the next couple of years.
Schneider checks in for Thompson. Hernandez, second one on the way. Got that one to go. 49-20 as the Mustangs start stretching this lead out. 29-point lead. Bond trying to get it over. Stolen by Gaskin. She's got some help. She's going to take it all the way to left hand. Hard off the glass. Rebound up. No good. Ball loose. Being chased by Davis. Davis goes to the ground along with Ramos. Foul called. I think it's going to be called on Ramos. It's going to be 1-on-1. I believe that was a 7th team foul. So Davis is going to go to the line shooting 1-on-1.
I don't think the fans from the Grand liked that last call.
I think you're right. So Sophie Davis to the line. First one up. She's got it.
You know, Sophie Davis has averaged 10.5 points a game. That's the first point she's put on the scoreboard tonight. But I'll tell you what, she has set up her teammates time and time again. Probably has 4 or 5 assists.
Yeah, I would agree.
Easy layups.
Second one up. Got them both. 51-20, all Mustangs here tonight. 31-point lead here with 2:44 left to go in the third quarter. Stolen again by Gaskin. Boy, she just comes up from behind and they don't even know she's there. Dribble in the middle, ball's loose. Bond kicks it ahead. Oh, almost. Now Gaskin's got it as the ball was trying to be advanced forward in the forecourt. Davis looks, gives it to Hernandez. Back to Gaskin. Over to Davis.
Mustangs running that 4-man offense again.
Oh, called Davis on the travel. Drug her foot a little bit there. So turnover for the Mustangs. 2:08 left to go here in the third quarter. Oh, Hernandez steals the inbound pass. She just pulls up, puts it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Gaskin. Fresh shot clock. Davis takes it from top of the key, in and out. Hernandez with the rebound, blocked. Gonna call it a jump ball, possession arrow. We're gonna stay right here with the Mustangs, and here we go again. Fresh 5 players in for the Mustangs. Newton, Carney, Bierman, and Bayanez. Newton's going to let one fly from 3. Oh, count up triple.
That's our first 3-pointer of the night.
I love it how these freshmen aren't afraid.
Oh, yeah.
Newton
Neither one. Here's
Gass,
another
there
one.
she goes again. She's feeling it. Oh, 2 in a row.
I'd like to know what her career high is because she's got 21 right now.
I think that's
There's
got.
3.
Oh, she's going to go again. She's. Oh, are you kidding me? 3 times 3 triples in a row by Newton.
Hey, I'm telling you, when you're shooting like that, that basket looks like a swimming pool. I mean, she knew all 3 of those are going in. When you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
24 points for the freshman. 1:21 left to go in the third quarter. The Mustangs have stretched their lead to 40 points, 60-20.
Yeah, if we can keep this, we'll see a running clock in the fourth quarter.
Right.
If we can keep this lead.
That's the start of the fourth,
yep.
Or any time during the fourth.
Or any time
that
during
it
the fourth.
stretches to 40 points.
Yep. So it's been a very impressive run that the Mustangs have put together these last 6.5 minutes to open up the second half, which is critical in any game. Come out of the locker room and put a run together.
Yeah, and with Altraris on the bench with 5 fouls, I mean, you know, this Bulldog team is really defenseless against that press and the pressure as they continue to turn it over, and the Mustangs turn it into easy baskets.
Yep.
1:21 left to go here in the third quarter. as the Mustangs are going to continue that press. Now, let me ask you a question, Chris, because I know a lot of people at this point would say, why are you still pressing?
Well, I'll tell you, they don't know anything else. That's their defense. So, I mean, some teams play man-to-man. Our girls play full-court press. That's just their defense.
There's been criticism over, well, you know, everybody likes everybody to get a participation trophy and a slushie at the end of the game now. You know, winning and losing is overrated. Well, I disagree. Winning and losing is all part about the game, and that builds character on both sides of the ball. But you've heard teams, and it's actually been in the media, where you'll have one dominant team and maybe they'll score 100 points.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the coach is under fire and the administration is under fire. And why'd you do that? You're embarrassing these kids. If you're not playing, I think it's more embarrassing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't think LeGrand wants the Mustangs just sit down and let them just do what they want. So, and the Mustangs only know one thing.
All right, so Kearney's going to go to the line. That's Chanel Kearney, number 11. One of the 4 seniors that are on this team. She's going to go to the line. First one up, no good off the front iron, rebound by the Bulldogs. Kicks it forward to Garcia. Garcia under pressure, back court. Once you get, there is no 10-second violation, but once you go across, you can't go back.
Yeah.
50 seconds left here to go in the third quarter. The Mustangs lead it by 40. Kearney over to Newton. Kicks it out to Kearney. Underneath the Bierman.
Nice
She's
pass.
got a nice pass. Beautiful
Nice
pass
pass
by Chanel Kearney to found an open Bierman. Easy bucket. 62-20. 31 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Bond kicks it forward. Stolen by Kearney. Plenty of time, 25 seconds, kicks it up to Newton. Newton will put it up off the glass. She's got it, 26 for the freshman. Well, I don't know what her game high is, but I guarantee this is it.
I would think so.
Look at Bierman on the ground fighting for that ball with Bond. Jump ball. Bulldogs are going to get the possession arrow. 9.9 seconds left to go in the third. Have a night, young lady.
She is something. She knows how to put that ball up with some soft touch. So it's going to be exciting to see her develop over the next 3 years. But not only that, but watch this run in the playoffs. This stage certainly wasn't too big for her.
That's for sure. There, the clock runs out at the end of 3 quarters of play. The Mustangs, all pressure and all points tonight. 64, the visiting LeGrand Bulldogs, 20. Fourth quarter action coming up. We will have a running clock here in the fourth quarter. So this game should take about 8 minutes, huh, Chris?
8 minutes, yeah. It should take 8 minutes. Well,
they put up 28 points in that quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, Frank, that was the type of quarter I expected the Mustangs to play throughout the first half, and I just really didn't see that type of transition. But it wears on a team when you play full court press the entire game, and it showed in that third quarter.
28-2.
Wow.
In the quarter.
Yeah.
And that one basket, I believe, was out by Altreras right before she fouled out.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah. I always thought that shooting at the north end of this gym was tougher.
Did you?
Yeah, I always thought that. You know, if I could get a team even at halftime, we're going to do well on the south end.
Really?
Yeah, always did. Maybe it's because they're in front of our bench too.
All right, Mustangs start the possession. Gaskin top of the key.
Got a couple.
Kicks it over to Davis.
That's Casey White in the game for the first time, up from the JVs for the playoff run.
Oh, is that number 23?
Yeah, number 23, Casey White. Number 13.
Number 13's in the game.
Kaylani Landrigan.
I don't have a 13.
Yeah, Kaylani Landrigan's in the game for the Mustangs, up from the JVs, and 23, Casey White.
Landrigan, number 13.
Landrigan shooting a 3.
No good. Rebound by Bond. Bond taking it to the left. I think they're going to.
That's going to be Bond's 5th.
Bond is now out. Oh boy. I thought maybe they weren't going to foul her out on that. I thought maybe they'd call the block, but
It was the right call.
it was. But I just thought under the circumstances that maybe that wasn't going to go that way. But so Casey White is in the game, number 22. All right, Gaskin's got it. Gives it out to Landrigan, over to Davis. Davis back to Gaskin. Oh, Gaskin was feeling it. Back to Davis at the top of the key. Over to Landrigan. Back to Gabby. Landrigan's got it. She's going to let one go off the back iron. Sophie Davis with the rebound. New shot clock. Davis kicks it out to Landrigan. Back to Gaskin, top of the key. Over to Davis. Oh, header underneath. That's White. Passes back to Landrigan. Loses the ball on the ground.
It's going to be a tie-up.
Let's see where the possession arrow is going to go to LeGrand. Running clock into the game, number 24, Regina Snyder replacing Aaron Thompson. 5:42 left to go. If you've just joined us, it's been all Mustangs tonight, 64-20 off of a 28-2 run in the third quarter. Nice little baseline move there. That's Samantha Gonzalez. She's going to go to the line shooting 2.
Yeah, I think our I think Gabby was expecting some help to rotate over, and it just never came, and she was trailing that whole play, committed the foul.
First one on the way, a little too hard off the back iron. Got one more to go for Gonzalez. 5:04 and counting. We are in a running clock. Fourth quarter action of this CIF Sac-Joaquin Section Division 5 playoff game. She gets the second one to go. The Lady Mustangs will be back in action Tuesday night, facing the winner of the Woodland Christian Millennium game. Wow. Everybody expects Woodland Christian to win that one, so it'll put number 2 up against number 3. We'll be here Tuesday night for that one.
I'm telling you, those two teams, along with Argonaut, brings back softball memories. The last 2 years, it's been us three as the final 3 in softball playoffs: Millennium, Woodland Christian, and Argonaut. So we'll see what happens in basketball.
All right, here we go. Sophie Davis brings it across the half. Oh, fires a hot one in there to White, just off her hands. Turnover. Bulldogs are going to take possession. 4 minutes left. Counting down, 64-21. All right, Mustangs are going to make more changes here. Newton, Carney. Who else came in?
Machado, and then Emily Thompson.
All right, here we go. 3:36 to go here.
I'd say the younger Thompson, but I'm not sure. Her and Aaron are twins.
Garcia loses it out of bounds. Mustangs will take over. So Argonaut's going to move over in the bracket. With the win here, they'll be home Tuesday night, February 19th. Newton gets tripped up trying to drive through the middle of the lane. She's going to go to the line. That'll be the 10th foul. That'll put him in double bonus. So she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Trying to add to that point total that she
27, is that where she sits at?
26 right now.
26.
Yeah.
Now she's got 27.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
30 would be pretty impressive, huh?
That would be impressive. Boy, that run of three-pointers, and it had to have been less than a minute.
Oh, absolutely. Same spot, too.
Oh, yeah.
Right on the left wing there. Second one is off the front iron. All right, Garcia going to bring it up for the Bulldogs. Across to Lopez. Now she's going to kick it out to Gonzalez. Back to Garcia. Nice little drive there and laying off the glass. Newton on the drive with a left hand, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Gonzalez.
I think
Or
she's.
no, excuse me, that's Lopez.
I think she's smelling that 30, don't you, Frank?
I'm kind of thinking it. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, a little step through there. Get her a little room. Up and in. That's Murillo. Liliana Murillo with her first basket of the night. Newton with the ball, top of the key. Kicks it over to Carney in the left wing. Passes it inside to a cut Newton. Cut off, back to Carney. Dribble drive right down Broadway, in and out. Rebound by Barnett. 1:30 left to go in this contest. Garcia bringing it up for the Bulldogs. Skip pass over to Gonzalez. Back to Garcia. Garcia's going to let a three go. No good. Rebound by Carney. Inside pass to Newton. Ball up. No good. No foul called. 1 minute left. Lopez bringing it up for the Bulldogs. Out of bounds off the Mustangs. Bulldogs are going to retain possession. Less than a minute going on the running clock here. 65-25.
Yeah, I'm kind of guessing that the next time the Mustangs get the possession of the ball, there won't even be a shot taken.
Garcia loses the handle, gets it back, trying to get it into Barnett, stolen away.
Well, maybe they'll have to take one more shot.
Yeah, the shot clock is still going. 32 seconds going. Carney slowing it down. Slow walking it up, kicks it over. Who's 15?
That's Emily Thompson. She's up from the JVs.
Okay, I didn't have a 15,
yeah.
So now I do.
Now we got a backcourt there.
Yep.
That's going to just about do it. I'm not sure they're going to get the ball in before the horn sounds.
Yeah, 2 seconds left. That'll do it. All right, there's the final buzzer. The Argonaut Mustangs move on to the next round with an easy 65-25 victory. Chris, absolutely outstanding game from Emily Newton. Ended up with 27 points, I believe,
She
on
had
the night.
27 points.
For the freshman. That's a game she won't forget. CIF section playoff game for her. Just an outstanding all-around effort by the Mustangs. Things are going to get a little bit different starting next week.
I think so. I think you're going to see the level of competition really step up a notch, and they're going to have to shoot a little bit better early on in the game. I think the Mustangs will. They're going to need to make the easy chip-in shots. They missed a lot of layups early, but tonight it was all about their pressure defense turning into easy points.
You know, it's interestingly enough, the Mustangs only scored 1 point in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, yeah.
Although I guess when you're up by 40-something in a running clock, they really didn't have that many possessions, right?
Sure.
A few turnovers here and there with the running clock, but just another outstanding effort. The girls move on to the third round, to the semis. That puts them in the NorCals.
Yes, it does.
We talked about earlier. They're going to face the winner of the Woodland Christian Millennium game that is also being played tonight. Everybody expects Woodland Christian to win that game as a number 3 seed, so that likely will be the Mustangs' opponent here on Tuesday night. That'll be the next game. And then after that, it's on to Golden One for the winner.
Yes.
So tomorrow night, we're going to be right back here with boys action. And the boys will be taking on the number 7 seed, Forest Hill. So the Mustangs, we're glad you're here with us tonight, but we hope you're with us tomorrow night. Remember, right after this game is over, this will be posted up on YouTube, so you'll be actually able to watch the video and see the game yourself on the video. And hope you're with us tomorrow night. Argonaut Foothill will be here at 7 o'clock. Chris, you're going to be back with me, I understand?
I think so.
That's what I understand. So, folks, we're going to say good long tonight for KVGC 1340 AM, 96.5 FM. Heard round the world at kvgcradio.com. Frank Halverson, Chris Lucky. We'll see you tomorrow night.
So long.